Well, everyone, I'm in the shop today, and we need a bracket to put a light on. And I went uptown and priced it, and it's just way too high. I can make this thing a lot cheaper. So I come home, I got a hardened boat out of the boat can, and I'm sitting here messing with it. And I'm just going to show my grandson here and my grandchildren that you don't need a high-priced tool to do some of this stuff. Some of the old ways are the best. So I'm using a 1x30, and I'm just turning it around on the sander, and I'm cutting it down to fit. Now I didn't have to take a whole lot, maybe a 1/16 inch off of it. So I'm pushing it through there, and I'm just keeping it up against the belt. And as I turn it, and as I stop the twist, I pull it back. And if you watch me, you'll see me do that there. So here I go, done dropping everything again. So not quite there, so we're going to try it a couple more times here. And that's a 40 grit sandpaper doing the job. Now I wanted to go ahead and cut it kind of hard. And it's starting to fit, see it? It's starting to hold the fitting up. Twisting it some more. Keeping it going when it's rounding and making contact. When the twist is over, I pull it back. It's starting to fit. So we get the sharp corners off of it, and this metal will be clean now, so for the weld. And the flange fitting over there, I've took a degreaser and cleaned it real good. I don't want to sand that right now, because I'm going to use the welder to make these little knots on it, and it ain't going to pull out. Two dissimilar metals, and I'm just looking for a stick. Well, that looks pretty good. Cut that sander off. Now put it on the anvil, and I'm going to take a hammer and I'm going to tack it down. That's right, tap it right on down till I feel it hit. Now I'm doing it a few extra times here to get the point across. Now once it makes contact, get it straight. Now boys, you look right there what I'm doing. I'm measuring that stem on that light base, and then from the top of that flange I'm going to put that measurement. I don't want it to go to the bottom, so it's going to be off the bottom about a 1/2 inch, and that's what I want, because I'm going to drill this thing all the way through. Now I've cut it off with a 4.5 inch grinder, and I put it on my lathe. You could do this with a drill press, but you know. So I'll drill this hole all the way through using a smaller drill bit, and then I'll go to a larger drill bit and bring it on out. Now there's a point where I'm going to hit hardened metal. At that point I need to take it out of the lathe, put it in the forge, and soften the metal up. But I'm going to drill it till I hit hard. And you'll know it when you do it. It'll start chattering and squealing worse than a bunch of pigs getting bit. Yep, that's nice soft metal. Now here we go with another upward bit, and this is the drill bit before it started squealing. I just decided not to show y'all that part. There wasn't no need in it. You seen one, you seen it all. And I had to take the sound off the video because I was listening to the radio, and they don't like that too well. You playing that in the background. Now see that oil can? It's got that bendable neck on it, made out of rubber hose. That's deliberately. I've had one catch inside the lathe like that on the end trying to do it, and it spun it right out of my hand. Not good. Oil everywhere. Don't do that. Alright, it's in the forge, and I'm going to get it red hot. And once I got it hot, I'm going to take it and lay it on the concrete floor. And I'm going to let it chill out. Now here, we're going to weld it. Now remember, this is two dissimilar metals, and I've cleaned them. I'm not really looking so much, because remember, it's got a flange on it. So I'm just going to wad some steel down in here with this welder in 3 spots. 2 good little gobs. not have the top part of the boat flange inside there. Now I'm sure the weld's going to stick to that boat, but I'm not sure it's going to stick to that flange. So when I flip it over, I'm going to weld the bottom part of it in 3 opposite places. Now I'm laying the weld in there now, you'll see it. And that's going to act like a little anchor down in there, keep it from pulling up. This is flex core, so it's going to make a mess, especially going against that flange. Now I've cleaned it up, painted it, and we're going to let it set. Now put a piece of wood between the flange and the magnetic base. Screwed them to it. That way if something... So it's electrically insulated with the piece of wood and short. I'll take that over to the sander and clean it up like you see there. Rounded off metal to metal. And here I'm testing it. Let's see if it's going to hold, twist, turn. So I built a slot base out of 3 different lights. And it seems to be working. Y'all have a good day out there and always be safe.